Hello and welcome back to Eco Living Online, the gala extravaganza, very Hollywood version of Randwick's annual Eco Living Festival. We've been having a terrific time. We've heard from some amazing speakers over the last 2 days, but now we're turning the tables a bit, and this is your chance to challenge head to virtual head some of our biggest climate celebrities here in Australia, right from the heart of Randwick Eco Festival. So I want to join me on stage some of our big guns. Local boy done good, has done a thing or two for the environment in the last 400 years or so. Dr. Karl, our first contestant. You might know Dr. Karl from such shows as the one he performed just here about an hour and a half ago when he was talking about getting us to zero emissions by next Tuesday. Very impressive work. Now, Karl, I hope you didn't brain dump all of the numbers that you gave them, because you'll be needing them to answer the questions for the quiz.
So I should have my phone with me and on?
We'll get to the instructions, but there'll be no Googling. I'll be watching you. I've seen you type. You're pretty fast. Our next climate celebrity are also the extremely well-known Craig Reucassel, who that's right, give it up. Likes to declare war on waste and fight for little things like Planet A. How's it going, Craig?
Very good. Good to be here.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm up against Dr. Karl, man, renowned for knowing all of the facts.
Oh, what
Trivia contest.
What could possibly go wrong?
I should point out that sometimes the answer is I don't know.
That's good.
Perfect. We have a third eco-celebrity. Well, celebrity in the sense that he's a celebrity within the Randwick Council Environment Unit. Peter Maganov is the head of the Randwick Council Environment Department. Local favourite. Now, I hope you weren't standing by the printer when the answers were printed out just 5 minutes ago, Peter.
If I had Dr. Karl's memory, I would have memorised them, but I'm doomed.
Oh, well, that's lucky. So in amongst us, we've got a man of many science talents, a man of many environment talents, a man of many talents. And to round things out, we have an actual climate scientist and legend, Professor Lesley Hughes, who is joining us live via Zoom. And there's Lesley there. Now, Lesley is, as well as being a celebrity from the Climate Council and from all of her work in the environment, she is the only legitimate climate scientist on the panel here. Is that right, Lesley?
I call myself a climate change scientist, really, because I'm really an ecologist.
Oh, you really? Oh, God, so you're not even real. All right.
No, I'm not real either.
Just an ecologist who's,
That'll just give the others a bit of a chance.
Yeah. Now, not only is Lesley playing against these three here live at Randwick via Zoom, she's playing against a whole bunch of you at home. So I know you've been sent a link. Now, I need our contestants, Dr. Karl, you will be needing your phone for this, and you as well, Lesley. So everyone's going to need not only whatever you're watching us on at the moment, you're going to need a phone to play or something else to play if you've got two computers. So I want you to go. So we're doing a 13-question quiz. I want you to go to kahoot.it, and that is spelt Kahoot. Kahoot.it. So that's the URL. If you go there, you'll get a multicoloured screen coming up, transitioning from greens to blues to... See, even without a really functioning NBN, we can still get a website inside the building here. It's pretty impressive. Now, if you're not noticing the colour change, you will be in deep trouble for the quiz, because you need to be able to distinguish colours to give your answers. So... I should have checked. Are you blue-green colourblind? Well, then what's all the attention-seeking behaviour about, Dr. Karl?
I'm showing professional solidarity with the 2 to 5% of males who
Okay.
are blue-green
All
colourblind.
Okay, well, good on you. That's terrific. And maybe you can cough an answer into your microphone or something if you feel like they're being left behind. So we've got the Kahoot website. You should have that coloured screen now. Lesley, have you got it? Thank you. I would have believed you, like you're a renowned scientist and a trustworthy contestant. Okay, so now what we're going to do is select our own particular quiz that we're going to play. Don't worry, don't freak out, the clock hasn't started yet. The number, the PIN that you're being asked to enter, 33 3344386. 3344386. There we go. And now you should have appearing in front of you a screen. Are you seeing something? Oh, do you want me to say that number again? Oh, okay. Yep, good. And now you can put in your nickname. Now oh my God, we've got Abby, we've got Bank, we've got Ruby, we've got a whole lot of people wanting to challenge our celebrities already. Hey, KK, is that you, Dr. Karl?
No, I'm about to come in as Dr. Karl.
Okay, is anyone else going to come in?
My identity.
No, quick, type now. You know what they're like. Are you? So, Lesley, are you Lesley?
Yep.
You're in as Lesley. We've got Dr.
Second column.
All right, Dr. Karl is there. Craig, are you in?
I've come as Craig.
Okay,
in
mystery man.
disguise.
And Peter, are you in there now?
Yes, Peter M.
Okay, Peter M. All right, so we have got some participants there. Now, I don't want to get you too excited about this, but this is a fantastic quiz style. So what's happening? There's a little bit of time pressure. You get points not just for having the right answer, but for answering quickly. So we're rewarding... Oh, come on, you're the closest we've got to a millennial here. Just, enjoy the supremacy. It's good, it's fast, so you just choose the correct answer and do it quickly, but don't rush, because you've got a minute for each question. A minute.
Okay.
And look, I also want to get you particularly excited because Randwick Council has spared no expense, and I probably should just emphasise the no expense rather than the spared, because the prizes here today, gifts that, are very, very practical and useful. You've got a fantastic, great-smelling Hessian, use it as many times as you like, shopping bag. You've got the fairly endangered local door snake to stop the drafts from coming in. You've got the terrific Boomerang Alliance shopping bag. The terrific badge, you can wear your own Clean Energy Our Future badge. Oh.
I do have an accessory fetish.
Okay, well, you better play hard, Karl, and don't get any answers wrong.
A keep cup.
And the glass keep cup, which is fantastic.
And
Plus
Craig,
other
you changed
stuff.
my life. When I watched that show, War on Waste, I thought I was really up. And as with your latest show, you showed me so much stuff I didn't know. And I really respect you for the hard work you've done and the excellent way you've shown it.
That's an achievement if I found something Dr. Karl didn't know.
Many things. After you, I started carrying around my own keep cup, and you changed my life.
It's good to see, Dr. Karl.
That's
You're
a
wonderful.
prelude to him saying, and you're going down
Yes,
in
exactly,
the quiz
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
No.
So
I have a research team to try and find things that Dr. Karl doesn't know.
all right, so we've got 13 questions.
13 questions, lucky.
1 minute max for each of them. So I have to ask our questionnaire extraordinaire, Christine, are we ready to go? I think everyone at home's ready to go. So we're only going to see the top players get up here, but you'll see that at the end of the first question. So question number one, we are ready to go with question number one, and that question is, coming in just 1 second. We've known that burning fossil fuels produces heat-trapping gases since... Now, see those 4 answers? Don't say them out loud. See the 4 answers there. What you need to do is choose your correct answer and choose the colour, and then on your screen, you'll be given...
I already gave my
Oh,
answer.
you've already answered. Okay.
Yeah.
You answer by pressing the corresponding colour. I think everyone else is just much better at this than I am.
See,
so
they've got also shapes there in case you are colourblind. That was very well thought
Oh, very,
There you go.
yeah, good.
Are you in that 2 to 5%?
through. No, I'm not that to 5%. I'm not colourblind, but I don't know what shapes are, so unfortunately, lucky the colours are there.
Shape blind, all right. Are you good to go, Lesley? You're good. Okay, so we've got 15 seconds left. We might just give everyone the full time for this one because it's the first question. So 7 seconds left to go, and we're about to find the answer, and we're also going to see the scores and who did the best. How are you feeling, Karl? So the correct answer, 1850. Who of our celebrities got the correct answer?
Only
And
because
the-
I was listening to Dr. Karl's question.
And that was, and I got that from Lesley. And so that was, what's the name? Eunice Newton Foote
Yep.
on the 23rd of August, 1856.
Okay, there are no extra points, bonus points for
I'm so
nerdy
glad.
little side
For
facts.
being obsessive. Oh, come on, man.
All right, now, so Lesley, I'm sure you got that right as well, correct? 1850. That you'd have been off the climate.
Embarrassing otherwise.
Yeah, it would have been off the Climate Council otherwise. All right, we are now, this is the really special bit, because not only do you know how you've gone, you know that you got the answer right, but check this out. We're going to see the scores. Bank is killing it with 968 points. So that's a combination of getting it right and getting it right in time. We've got Jerry, Matthew, and a little-known someone who might have just had an answer right there in fast time. Dr. Karl, you made it into the leaderboard.
I'm in the top 5. So the more quickly I put in the answer, I get a bonus bunch of points.
All right, so what you're
Okay.
trying to say now is, Bank, you are going down. Craig's off
know.
your radar now. It's all about you and
Too
Bank.
slow.
Now,
Okay.
is it true that Banksy's actually 6 different people?
Okay, coming on now and focusing,
Okay.
just
Focus.
focusing. Question
Focus.
2. Okay, so question 2. Are we ready? True or false? Close to 100% of climate scientists agree that global warming is caused by humans. True or false? Have a feeling we're not going to need the remaining 23 seconds, but we'll give it a go there. Look at that. Look at that graph put there to distract everyone.
It's got colours.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got...
Have you pressed your answer?
Oh, the answer. I was distracted by the shiny colours.
Yeah, no, that's not common in our society at all. Well done. Okay, feeling good, feeling confident?
I'm just copying Dr. Karl.
All right.
Oh, I was correct, and I got 930 points.
So 25 of our 28 contestants who are showing here got the correct answer. Yes, close to 100% of climate scientists agree that global warming is caused by humans.
And there will be some who disagree because, for example, I know 3 ministers of different religions who do not believe in a supreme being but stay in a job because of the good that they can do. And I know at least 2 physicists who do not accept Einstein's theory of relativity.
Excellent.
So there's always a few sort of
Outliers.
grumpy people out
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
Are they, I don't want to jump to any conclusions, are they middle-aged white men, the ministers and the
One's a
physicists?
female person.
Right.
They're all of different cultures.
Okay. Just a question. I don't even know where I got that from. Anyway, let's see the results. Let's see who's on the leaderboard. No
You're kidding.
freaking way.
Look
Dr.
at
that.
Karl.
Coming
Okay.
after you, Dr. Karl.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I don't think I've got much chance, but
oh, no, hello. You've gone from off the board completely into position number 3. That's fantastic. Can I just say, on Friday, when we had a bit of a run through here, this is my direct quote from Dr. Karl. Oh, I'm not competitive. Okay, so that was what was said on Friday. This is the behaviour we're seeing today. He's a reliable and honest man in
But
general.
why waste all that other time once I've got the answer? Because then I can sort of glory in you after I've given the right answer.
All right, question 3. We're ready for question 3. How have humans contributed to climate change? Be correct, be fast. Is it burning fossil fuels? Is it large-scale open agriculture? Is it deforestation?
I got the
Is
wrong
it all of
answer.
the above?
Tried to be
I got the wrong
Sucked
answer.
in. But in a supportive way, and thanks for playing.
Craig, what happened?
I went quick
Yeah.
and stupidly didn't realise it. I should have known it was going to be all of the above.
Oh, what about you, Peter?
I followed Craig this time, so it's his fault.
I followed you. I followed all of you. So we're dropped off the top.
We're going to drop off.
Oh,
See,
so we've got a few of you in the
that's
11s.
it. That's one of those great things. I was always bad at that in tests where it's like you've got to read to the end of the answer before you answer. You know that?
Hang
That's
on.
why you went into the law, because
Yeah,
the detail
yeah.
doesn't matter
Exactly.
at all
But
there.
I'm confused.
Yep. So
There's a
11
tick after
people,
each one. Are they each right?
Yes, well, all of them are correct, in fact, because all of those things are ways in which humans have contributed to climate
So we
change.
didn't get it wrong.
We
So
didn't get it
you
wrong.
didn't get
Oh,
it
we didn't
wrong,
get it
and you
wrong.
might have even scored well. You didn't get it as right as everyone else.
Yes,
but,
that's
you know,
true. I
and
feel
so
like
the
we're getting
algorithm might
rewarded for being
favour-
less right.
There's a whole lot of love in this quiz, not a lot of competitive angst. Okay, let's see the results. See who's in the leaderboard right now.
Oh, Craig.
Who is closing in?
Oh, so
Leslie,
we
are
didn't
you,
make a mistake.
Leslie, are you pushing the buttons? Stop
Yeah,
copying
yes, I
Peter's
am,
answer.
but I don't see them. And I have a bit of a delay on my phone to see the symbols, so that's my excuse.
Oh, no, totally.
yes.
I'm completely going with you on that excuse. We did have absolutely verified by the manufacturers that there would be no lag. So I think your excuse doesn't, how do you say it, hold water. But
I believe Lesley.
But you wouldn't be
It's
wrong
really true.
nor...
I think it's
you know,
important to believe scientists. So
Yeah.
I believe Lesley.
regardless of what the
Right.
evidence says. Okay, well done. Okay, next, great, question 4. As the average global temperature rises, average precipitation decreases.
No idea.
Average precipitation is unchanged.
do you
Average
reckon?
precipitation increases.
I've got no idea.
I'm not sure that you're fully engaging in the spirit of the competitive nature of
just
the
pressing
quiz.
something at random. What do I
with
hit?
your question, what do you reckon, Craig?
What do you reckon?
I reckon, well, it's a tough one. I think overall increases, but I don't. It's hard because you get, like in Australia, you get obviously part of our country gets less rain and you get drought, and the higher part gets more rain because of the. As the temperature rises, the atmosphere can hold more water.
Yeah.
So I think it would be increases.
Yeah, well,
You're-
I think just looking
you're
at the
right.
answers there, you'd be correct.
Oh, there you go,
More
okay.
energy, more
was wrong.
capacity.
I think we have a protest over here on my left.
You are correct. Your logical thinking is right, because as the temperature rises, you can hold more water vapour.
Water in the thing. I learnt that from the big weather documentary that's coming out on ABC next month.
Woo!
Wow.
Don't miss it. All right, so Leslie, how did
You're
you go
ahead.
on that one?
Yes, I was correct.
Ching! All
done.
right.
Peter, how are you?
So I've moved up.
I actually chose myself and got it right by accident. So, yes.
So, KK, how did you choose
I
the right
chose the wrong
answer?
one.
Okay,
I had
good.
no idea.
All right.
I should have used logic like Craig did, and Lesley.
Or cheating like Peter has in the past.
that's right.
Okay, so the the leaderboard shows.
What?
Bing bong.
Oh. Craig's the
Craig!
leader.
In the
oh
lead.
my God, you are truly the
This is the
hero.
one moment I'm glad I used my real name. I should have. I was going to cheat.
There
Use
are
somebody
actually
else's name.
4 Craigs participating
what I-
in the
that's
quiz.
what I thought
so,
too, yeah.
Probably not me. Yeah.
Well done. Okay, let's keep it
Some
going.
of these questions are good.
They are great, aren't they? We've got to help Christine, who pulled all this together, and we'll get her up a little later for a personal thank you. Okay, Earth has been warmer in the past than it is today. True or false? Time is money.
Not so sure on this one. Would you go, Dr. Karl?
There's a book by Mr. West, John West, called Into Thin Air, and carbon dioxide levels have gone from lower than they are today to 15 times higher.
Is that answering the question?
Does that give you a strong hint?
They've
Earth has
gone from what?
Lower than they are today to 15 times higher.
In the past.
In the past.
Okay.
Okay.
I got it wrong.
Feel like, well, that's right. Maybe one of the other Craigs will pull through
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Okay, so how did you go, Peter?
I'm devastated. I was looking to copy one of them and they were too slow, so I hit the wrong button. Waiting for them.
Oh, I hit it straight away. You should have been looking at me. As soon as I saw it, I knew the answer because I read that wonderful book, Into Thin Air.
And is Lesley? How did you go with it?
Yes, I was correct.
Ching!
I
I'm
have
so
100%. I'm a bit slow, but I'm 100%.
So,
I'm loving
It's
it.
all right.
Now,
Slow and
can I
steady
check
wins
with
the
you?
race.
Now, can I check with you, Lesley? Is it true that in the past, when the continents were joined into one supercontinent, that there was, in the past, in the dinosaur reign, a virtually unlivable band of too great heat at the equator?
I'm not sure, Karl, but it certainly was warmer while the dinosaurs ruled the earth. So that was the basis of my answer.
Yes.
Correct.
Big it up for dinosaurs. You can never go wrong going with dinosaurs.
Big it up for dinosaurs. All right, let's see the leaderboard positions. Oh, bang,
Lesley.
Lesley's on top.
There's
Jeez.
Lesley.
Lesley's coming up.
Lesley's in the top
Sneaky.
5.
Science
creeping up.
delivers. It just
Slow and
comes
steady
good.
wins the race.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that I'm just below Con's giraffe
Yeah.
at number 6.
Yeah, no, I'm
You
sure
can't see me there. I'm lying. No, I'm really there.
We all feel that way. Okay, now question 7. So we're halfway through the quiz.
Yep.
Where have some of the strongest and earliest impacts of global warming occurred? In the tropics, in northern latitudes, equally all over the planet, in southern latitudes. Gee, that's a thinker.
Oh, that's a toughie.
I would have gone for a mix of 2 of those.
See if you can quickly press both colours at once.
I tried. It wouldn't let me. I won't say what they are. Do you want a hint?
Yes,
The effects
please.
are greatest at the poles and weakest at the equator.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
So tropics is wrong.
But, oh, and there we go.
In the north, that's right.
Northern latitudes.
And the reason that it's different, I think, Lesley, can you tell me if I'm correct? Is it the northern latitudes as showing the effect of global warming more because
true.
the Arctic has a small amount of water with floating ice surrounded by a lot of land, whereas the
I think
Antarctic
that's
is the
correct,
opposite.
but I think it was both the southern latitudes and the northern latitudes should have been correct answers. So
Yeah,
hopefully
Oh, okay. So
both of
we're
those.
having. Can I just say the answer that I've got is from a little, not that well-known joint called NASA. I think it's pronunciated. In northern latitudes, some of the fastest warming regions on the planet include Alaska, Greenland and Siberia. These Arctic environments are highly sensitive to even small temperature increases which can melt sea ice, ice sheets and permafrost and lead to changes in Earth's reflectance or albedo. How do you feel about that, Lesley? I'm very happy to enter a protest on your behalf.
No, well, I hit northern latitude, so I picked it, but the Antarctica is warming about 2.5 times the global average as well. So I think people that put southern latitude should have really got the same.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I'm
but
with
let's
you.
see now how you feel about that when we see you shoot up even higher on the leaderboard and see if you still have that
Lesley.
community
I'm on the
spirit.
podium. Yeah.
Who's this bank person?
But I don't know, Bank
Bank is
Speaking
doing
up,
well.
Bank is very keen on the draft protecting doorstopper snake. More power to you. We've got 5 of those to give away, so everyone on the leaderboard will be getting one. All right, question 8. No place on Earth is colder today than it was 100 years ago. True or false? Tisk is not an answer, though, is it, Peter?
It sounds correct from my perspective.
I'm loving the music. Is it adding to the tension, or is
Yeah,
it
look,
making you feel a
good.
bit more
It made me
comfortable?
push the button very quickly, yes.
Okay. Well, I reckon how are you feeling?
If you don't know the answer, can you call a friend? Can I go, Dr.
Yeah.
Karl? Yeah.
It looks like the answer was false. Wow. Nowhere on Earth is colder today than it was 100 years ago. So it's not just about averages.
So there are some places, even with global warming, that are colder now than they were 100 years ago. And one example, am I correct on this, Lesley? We're talking about...
well, I got it wrong, Karl.
You got
I got it 100% wrong?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
got it
100%
wrong,
harsh, isn't it?
It says I got it right.
I don't really believe that answer, but you know.
Are you answering the right question, Karl? Because it says there that the answer was false. You must have pushed false.
Yeah, I hit false.
Oh, well, that's correct. So
You're
there's
messing with my mind, man.
There's no place is colder today than it was 100 years ago.
Is false. So there are places that are
okay.
colder.
Gotcha. All right.
Because if you switch off the
false.
thermohaline current,
Yeah, gotcha.
that then cools down Europe and North America.
How great was that movie? The one with the thermohaline
The
Current.
day after tomorrow.
day after tomorrow. It was like, when are we ever going to see that again? Okay, all right, back to the leaderboard now. Let's see how we're going.
Yeah, I've slipped on
Oh, Dr.
Spank.
Karl.
Swift Dr. Karl.
Who is
Yeah.
this bank god?
That's
Yeah,
my
I'm sure he's
10-year-old
Banksy.
child.
I don't know, but we do want to know, Bank.
Yeah.
We would love to get some details on you. Well, we're going to have to send you your prize pack. Also, Jerry and the conscientious giraffe.
Conscientious?
I'm not sure.
Oh, giraffe with a
Conspicuous?
conscience?
Yeah, okay.
Concise, perhaps?
Yeah, okay, very
They're so
tiny
concise they
giraffe.
left out a few vowels.
You're onto it. Okay, next question, question 9. Compared to other greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide is the most effective at trapping heat near the Earth's surface. True or false? True or false? Does anyone need more time for that one?
No.
Craig?
No.
No,
What-
does not need
without
more
this-
time for that one. Well, okay, and how are we going for time? Because I noticed we're running out here. Is that okay?
We started late.
Yeah, no, we did start late. All right, good. No, that's great. Okay, so true or false? And the answer is
False.
Because methane is 100 times more effective molecule in the short term, but if you factor in its shorter half-life in the atmosphere, it comes down to about 22 times more effective at trapping heat than carbon dioxide.
And
Yeah,
let's
although
not
it's funny 'cause
forget-
I think it's funny how I don't think we should be looking at it on the 100 years. I think we should be looking at it on its actual impact in the periods
decade.
there.
Well, not only that, water vapour.
Water vapour is the majority, correct?
Yeah, and it's also more effective than carbon dioxide.
Is it more effective molecule for molecule or by by sheer bulk? I don't know. Leslie?
Oh, Leslie?
Leslie?
I think methane's the number one.
Is what's nitrous oxide though? Isn't that
Yeah.
quite?
Nitrous oxide's pretty good as well.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
think it's
high.
about 13 times more effective. Methane's 25 or 28 in the last...
In the hundreds, yeah.
Yeah.
In 100 year?
Yeah,
and
right,
water
okay.
vapour, Craig? I don't know.
Sure about water vapour.
Let me go to the NASA document, which I happen to have in front of me. Water vapour is actually has more heat trapping power than carbon dioxide, also more abundant, but it doesn't say whether it's molecule for molecule. So it might just be the abundance. But I think they wouldn't do that comparison, being NASA. That would be bad to apple and orange it. You know, like not have the quantities, the molecule for molecule comparison.
Peter, Craig, is that the first time you've ever heard the phrase apple and orange used as a verb? To apple and orange
Come
it?
on. Do you want a Nobel this
good.
afternoon, or are you just in it for participation? Okay, all right. Which of these countries... Oh, sorry, next question, Christine. Oh, hang on, go back. I forgot to check the winners.
That's right.
All
Which
right,
countries?
sorry. We've got mystery leaderboard positions there. Which of these countries has the highest per capita carbon dioxide emissions? I can't imagine you would know the answer to this one, Craig. Certainly not after having featured it in
Yes.
Fight for Planet A.
I might be wrong on this.
It's very hard to find many nations that are worse than Australia on this. It's actually very
Is that your hint, is it?
That's a hint.
All right. Well, here we go. Timing out right now, and the correct response: yes, Australia, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Hitting above our weight.
Yeah, sad, disappointing, and 16 of us were aware that we have the highest per capita CO2 emissions. They did jump around a bit, you know, in the last couple of decades, but I think we're, you know, pretty staunchly killing it at the moment. And let's check the leaderboard.
Whoops.
Oh, sorry, Leslie.
So let's just
That's
leave it.
okay. I'm right. I got that.
You got it right. Of course you got it right. Are you scoring 100% so far, Leslie?
No, I got the cold one wrong.
Oh,
so
okay.
hit me back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Stupid quiz. I hate this quiz. Yeah, dumb. Well, we're not going to count that one in
Where's
the
the
final tally.
leaderboard going? So
Right.
Bank is still there.
Bank is
Bank's
still there,
in.
and Dr. Karl is the only one of our... so Bank and Jerry are consistently in 1 and 2. Dr. Karl and Lesley in positions 3 and 4 there.
Very
so
fast, Bank and Jerry. I think Bank and Jerry might be
In
an
the same
algorithm.
place.
do you think they're
They're a
sitting...
bot.
Yeah.
They're a Russian bot.
But they're also correct on every single one.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
made one mistake and therefore I'm down by
hard to come back.
1,000.
And same with Leslie. Peter,
I've made 2 mistakes. It's hard to
Yeah.
come back.
how about you, Peter?
Look, I think I'm 130th so far. That's good. I'm
Well,
happy with that.
not in actual age. What's your score?
Oh,
Yeah.
charming. No, somewhere underneath.
Underneath.
Okay,
Conscience.
oh, no worries. Look, top 5, schmop 5. What
Yes,
does it even
it's
matter?
all right.
Okay, now, question 11. So we've only got 3 questions to go. There's still time to get in the top.
Question 10.
Food in landfill... hang on a sec. Food waste in landfill produces greenhouse gases. True or false?
I like ones where the answer's in a show I've made.
Anyone
I find they're the easiest ones.
Anyone we've seen, which is also great. All right, we're going to quickly go to the answer on that one, if we can cut that one short, because I feel like there we go. See, 29 out of 31 participants have watched your show, Craig. That's what I'm
right.
taking away from that. True, absolutely true. And let's see the results there. Nothing's changing here. We are solidly locked in. Everyone's at their
Bank.
consistently fast
Yeah.
speed. Obviously, the worrying greenhouse gas they do produce is methane there.
Methane, yeah.
Question 12, so second last question. Currently, 60 million people are displaced. If we do not act on climate change, this number could increase, double by 2050, triple by 2050, quadruple by 2050, or increase tenfold by 2050.
I guessed. What did you do?
Yeah, I guess.
Did you guess, Peter?
I'm still copying Leslie, so I'm waiting.
Well, I guessed. So,
Leslie?
Did you guess, Leslie?
Yeah, I guessed.
Yeah, good. Okay.
This one's big.
On the count of 3, I want you each to say your answer. 1, 2, 3.
Quadruple.
Tenfold.
Doubled.
Tenfold. The climate scientists smashed
Done.
it. That figure is from Christiana Figueres, the United Nations spokesperson on this. Okay, and so let's see. Lesley, you might have just trumped. Oh, yeah!
Oh, Jerry.
Okay.
Jerry's
Good
taken
on
the
you,
lead as
Lesley.
well.
Bank? What's going on with
Yeah.
Bank? I think they got the bot message and they're trying to make it look like they're humans interacting and competing there. Okay,
right.
our second last question, when people have built their identity on rejecting certain facts, arguing over those facts is seen as a personal attack. True or false?
My phone is telling me that slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah. Look, I wouldn't let my phone dictate how I feel about myself and my general level of esteem. So, but good on you for playing. Yeah.
It's a fascinating picture that goes with
Beaker
this.
and the boxing kangaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that episode. of
Who's that
Sesame.
person on the right?
I thought it was Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought it was
Sorry.
Beaker from Sesame
Oh,
Street.
Could be.
30 out of 31 people agree with that. I like the recalcitrant troll who is number...
Yeah.
You're not a troll. We
No,
love
not
you.
a troll at all. That was an ironic answer there. Okay, and let's see how we're going on the leaderboard.
Jerry's bringing it home
Jerry, you
fast.
came from behind, man.
Oh, Giraffe. I feel like Giraffe could make a move. And there's still time for someone else to get in the final there with our last question. What can you do to help fight climate change?
What?
Divest from fossil fuel companies, inform yourself about the
no.
science.
What was the third one?
Option
Yeah.
3,
What's option
or
3?
talk about it with friends. Can someone
can't-
press
it's-
OK on the device that's running it because it's blocking a couple of the answers.
We
Yes.
can't read the answers.
Can't read.
I don't think it matters. I think it's the one where they're all right.
I think Craig might be onto something.
I think this is Benson
I think
and
any of-
Jerry
yeah.
coming in and...
All
The
right.
problem
Yeah.
is that I was looking for the all of the above.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
no, sorry. And there we go. As predicted, all answers are correct. Let us see the final result. See who made it on the podium. 12 out of 13. Lesley!
Hooray for
Woo!
Lesley. Whoa, good on
Bronze
you,
medal.
Lesley.
Woo! Coming in first.
Was Jerry?
Jerry!
Hooray for Jerry.
Hooray.
Well done,
Why-
Jerry.
Why doesn't Bank get a mention? Did I miss that? Was
There's
I
only
missing
3
one?
people on the podium.
Congratulations, Bank, as well.
Fantastic. Jerry, Bank and Lesley, our absolute champions. I love the celebrity factor here, but it did come down to having an actual climate scientist on the panel. You've all been terrific. You've all done so much great work for everything to do with climate change and what we can do in our daily lives. Any last messages you want to leave to fellow contestants?
I love you all.
And I wish them both luck in the next round.
Thanks, guys.
We can win.
We
Shall win.
Yes.
We shall win.
Together we shall
We
win,
can,
especially with Lesley on our side. The prize packs are going to be coming out to you. We'll get the contact details from all of our participants. Thank you so much. Thank you, our contestants, Dr. Karl, Peter, Craig, and Professor Lesley Hughes. Legend, podium legend.
Thanks, Bernie. Cheers.
Okay, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, but be back here at 3 o'clock for Feathered Friends, the live bird show where, crazily, we are going to have actual birds, actual raptors and birds of prey flying around in here doing a show. So if you thought what's preceded in the Eco Living Online Festival has been, surprising, this is going to be outright nuts and interspecial. So join us then. Looking forward to seeing you. And thanks again to all of our contestants.
Thank you, Benny.
Cheers. No handsy shaky.